Hey net friends, it's me Fenella. Now you are watching my process video for the fourth and final character illustration for my magical creature series. The first three were a mermaid, witch, and a unicorn. The links are down below by the way. If you want to watch them, that would be very great. So this one is my elf character. Everyone, I present to you Seda. So her name means forest voices, and I picked that name because while I'm reading about elves, I discovered that they are creatures that are believed to be protectors of nature, which are actually capable of bringing both harm and aid to humans. So if you're going to see her face later on, I painted a little warrior thingy to show that she is the protector of the forest and show her strength well from being an elf. I want her to look a little bit naughty as well because elves are also known for being mischievous. However, despite of that attitude, Seda is very responsible. See, her father is the chief of their kingdom and is very occupied with his job as their leader that he kind of neglects his duties and responsibilities as a husband and a father. But don't get me wrong, he is a very good man and he actually has a very good relationship with Seda, and because of that, she totally understands her father's situation. Therefore, she took it for herself to take care of her family at a very young age. She also has a bit of a problem with her temper. She enjoys being the troublemaker but hates it when she is the one being troubled, and she really gets annoyed pretty easily. She developed a personal barrier along the way, I would say, even as she loves playing around and having fun. Whenever she meets new people, she always has her guards up and she rarely trusts others. So that's all I'm going to say about her for now. As I have mentioned in my previous video, I have plans for these characters, therefore I don't want to spoil too much. So the second part of my video is, or my chat, is me talking about inspiration. So the last video I talked about motivation, and although these concepts are very related, they are not the same. For me, motivation is that kick you have to actually work on things or do artworks, let's say, while inspiration is that pixie dust that sparks one's creativity. I know these definitions are hazy and vague, but that's how I explain things, so I'm very sorry. Inspirations, or rather the things that inspire people, varies from one person to another. Some people get inspired by their surroundings, some by movies, some by the people they meet, and the list could go on and on actually. In my case though, I get inspired by the things I've read and watched during my younger years. I think at the age of 4, I was already gifted a set of fairy tale books, which are actually not children's book but proper books with illustrations. So that only explains my creativity, I guess, because I grew up on a family of bookworms and fantasy and fiction lovers, and I'm very thankful for it. At an early age, I love creating my own stories and characters and world, and of course, since I was very young, I still have no idea how to let those ideas out. So now that I have somehow the means to express my feelings or my stories, I still go back to those stories and worlds that I made up while I was younger. I also get inspired while watching documentaries, especially those about unexplained phenomena like aliens, ghosts, and ethereal creatures. Those things really tickle my mind. I also get inspired whenever I find new places, especially those are art related or related to nature. However, due to my current location, these inspirations are kind of hard to obtain, so I discovered that music can also inspire my creativity. especially those from Enya, Imogen Heap, Lana Del Rey, Lorde, Ellie Goulding, and some of the indie artists like Raven, Holly Mayer, and many more. Sometimes I could just stare on a blank paper, close my eyes, and listen to their songs. One thing links to another, and I'll have something to paint already. For me, understanding the things that can inspire you is very critical. But if you still do not have any idea, then there's no pressure. The journey towards it may be painful, but it is sure rewarding when you get there. So that's all for now, I guess. That's all the things that inspires me, and I would be very happy to read about the things that inspire you. Because yeah, I'm a little nosy. Let's just admit that one. So this is my finished illustration now. Again, her name is Seda, which means forest voices. She's an elf. And I hope that you enjoy this video. Do not forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you do. And follow my social media accounts if you want to. Let's talk about art and life and interesting things. Have a good day. Bye.